MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Number 20 makes his big league debut right after this. Justin Steele is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Stepping in, Brian Reynolds. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Pittsburgh, the center fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Our temperature 74 degrees as we get things started this afternoon. 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
I know we're just one batter into this game, but this pitcher's going to have to be aggressive in the strike zone. He cannot consistently fall behind and give these guys 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, or he's going to have a long day.
At the plate now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Looking at his career totals, Hayes comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. Again, another foul ball. The 2-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
That is third.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neill Cruz. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. And the pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1.
0-1.
Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Another one sent foul. Line drive to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
The average right at 280 coming in. 4 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Here's the 0-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
The 1-1 home. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 1-2. Hit high and deep to left field. Going back is the left fielder into the bleachers and gone.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Carlos Santana stands in as he looks at a called strike. The average entering play at 301. 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder going back. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So now to the plate, Connor Jones, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the... Vince Velasquez is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Ian Happ.
Now here it comes. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game, and what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Number 65 is there, and he has it for the out. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, they definitely need Hosmer to get back on track. He's coming off a month where he hit under 250, but you'd think with his ability, he should be able to turn things around and do it quickly. Maybe this is the game that gets him going and shoots him to being the player that he needs to be.
The 1-0 home. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's only 2 for 10. Now the 2-0. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And the pitch on 2-1. On deck, there's Eric Hosmer. 1 out, nobody on. Hot shot to third, right to him. And that's the 2nd out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Eric Hosmer is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he is in the second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Digging in, Patrick Wisdom. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hosmer stands at second with 2 gone. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Payoff pitch one more time. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over.
Leading off the pitch, the left fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Howe is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Velasquez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. Ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. The 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. And the pitch. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates, but they lead it 3-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Edwin Rios.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First offering on its way. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat to the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Cody Bellinger is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Now the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Bases are empty, one man out. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Miles Mastrobuoni. And as you could imagine, the butterflies are fluttering as this is his first major league at-bat.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is...
Top of the third set to get underway, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Chopped on the ground over to first. Scooped up, throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The third baseman,
Coming to the plate now, Ke'Bryan Hayes, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And there's ball 2 now. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Hard on the ground towards short, and a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
the bat, the shortstop, O'Neill Cruz.
To the plate now, O'Neill Cruz. As he'll take a look at ball 1. That's taken now, and it's 2-0 to the Pirates shortstop.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base. 2 out, nobody on. Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And the 3-1. Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bellinger's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing. Bottom of the third now, and next to hit is the catcher, Luis Torrens.
The catcher.
Now here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Torrens is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite for the Gold Glove, but you walk around this clubhouse, you hear these pitchers rave about throwing to this guy. That's all I need to hear.
Justin Steele comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
No strike.
Can't fall behind against a pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Stepping in, Ian Happ. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. That's inside. 2-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Happ with a 2-1 count now. The 2-1.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Back on it is the left fielder, and bye-bye. That one's gone into the bleachers. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 197 in his career, and the Cubs have made this a 3-2 ball game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
The batter, number 7.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Runners on first with 1 down. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Ready now, Patrick Wisdom. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. And there he goes towards second. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. The runner from first comes all the way around to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
At the plate, Edwin Rios. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Shoots this one over to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send and a close play, but it all worked out.
Here's the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home, and he is going to beat the throw home as he scores to make this a 5-3 game now.
Everybody has bad days at the office, including starting pitchers. He's given up 5 runs in this inning alone, and you have to wonder how long the manager's going to stay with him. Not long, I would bet.
Into the box now, Miles Mastrobuoni popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. Hayes is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 5 and the Pirates 3. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. Looking at the advanced data, our researchers found that about 9 of 10 swings are resulting in some sort of contact today, which is well above Major League average. The result has been a lot of balls in play, a lot of hits, and solid run production, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Pirates.
All set for the start of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Andrew McCutchen.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Now at the plate, Carlos Santana. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Second baseman, Connor Jones.
Now at the plate, Connor Jones. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Cubs lead it 5-3. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%. And with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Thank you, Heidi.
The pitcher, number 35.
The next Cub up, Justin Steele. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Now the 3-0 offering.
Hey!
And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow. So he's aboard following the 1-out walk, their second of the ball game so far, as we take a look there at the league leaderboard for team walks this year. And you can see there they're just one place off the top spot in the NL in that category. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He waits. Now the pitch.
That's a ball.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
3 1/3 innings, 61 pitches. I'm not sure he's going to be around for much longer.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, the 198th of his career, as it is now 7-3. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So the pitching line will not be kind to him here this afternoon, as he just pretty much could not get anything working. Will Crow answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Will Crow. The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
And he misses 2-1. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Seven runs, an equal number of hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the third baseman right there, selling out to try and save extra bases for the pitcher, but it got through.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2.
Now batting, number 16.
Digging in to try it again, Patrick Wisdom. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Don't want to forget about him. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. 7 runs, 8 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Runners off for second. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another try at 2-2. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Out in front of it, strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
One, 2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And the payoff pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The next 3-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder is on the move. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. The relay. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning.
Leading off the pitch.
First offering on its way.
65.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
0-1.
This is line to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
The batter, the catcher.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
Hey. 1-1.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
1-0 the count. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Number 10. Brian.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Brian Reynolds. First delivery to him on the way.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 in the inning for the Chase DeLong is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and digging in is the outfielder, Cody Bellinger. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
And he misses with it. 1-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So digging in now, Miles Mastrobuoni. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, I know it's his first game, but after 2 at-bats, he should be able to slow himself down a little bit. I expect him to have a nice AB right here.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Well, making it to the bigs was far from guaranteed for him. It's got to be a great feeling to finally have that major league jersey on his back, huh?
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues? But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
Luis Torrens stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Plawecki goes to get it, and the throw to first ends the inning. New inning set to get underway, and set to go as the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, reined in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Cruz.
So striding forward now, O'Neill Cruz, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. 3-0 now. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. 3-1 the count to the Pirates shortstop. 1 out, nobody on. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Now batter.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Leaves after just 5 1/3, and despite exiting with the lead, he'll be the first to tell you he did not have his good stuff in this one. Now a throw over, runner back standing. First delivery to him on the way. In there, now the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And it's quickly 0-2. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Men on third with 2 down. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning.
1 left for Pittsburgh. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Standing in, number 72. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th.
Number 72.
Nick Madrigal is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Madrigal.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. The 1-0.
Hey! Down 1-1. Whoa, that's 6 down. Ball 3.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
The 3-1.
Great job of doubling up with the fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Ian Happ will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a curveball misses inside. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in. The 2-2 one more time. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get two. One there to Santana to get the double play. Two away now for the Cubs in the sixth. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Sharp ground ball to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
So in now for Chicago, Eric Hosmer. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
The 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Reynolds will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. And Ben Brown is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 54.
Leading off the inning, Connor Jones, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Number 65 is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and gone.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, #1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate. And that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives. And he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Brandon Hughes comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Brandon Hughes.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. A ball and a strike.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Ball 2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Here's a fly ball way out to right center, and no one will track this one down. It's going to fall in there for extra bases. as he arrives at second without a play, as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 1-1.
Hey.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Standing in as the potential tying run, Ke'Bryan Hayes. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Lofted in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and number 35 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 35.
Stepping into the box, Patrick Wisdom. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
The right fielder, number 16.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
Here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Edwin Rios. He singled his last time up.
Edwin Rios.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
And now time granted here as he'll step out to rethink things, down 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The center fielder.
Ready for another shot now, Cody Bellinger. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. McCutchen going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Ready for another chance? O'Neill Cruz. It was a walk in his last trip.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Hard liner toward short. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Andrew.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Keenan Thompson takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
71. Keenan Thompson.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen as he puts it on the ground to third. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Runner at second, one away, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. Here's the first pitch to him, and that misses, ball one. Drilled on the ground to short.
Swanson picks it up.
And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 2.
Ready once again, Connor Jones. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set, and the pitch.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Hard hit to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in now, Miles Mastrobuoni, 0 for 3 on the day so far. He doesn't seem to have the idea on the major league pitching thing yet, but he could turn his day around with a hit here.
Yeah, he just needs one to fall right here. Just something to grab himself a batting average and let him relax. You're playing for everybody else but yourself at this moment, just trying to grind to get a hit.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Line drive to center field, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Miles Mastrobuoni has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box, Luis Torrens, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set and the 0-1. Hit high and deep out to left field.
This one's into the bleachers and gone.
Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, although the wind's blowing in right here, these guys are staying on the attack and driving balls out.
You know, one of the things, D-Row, it's psychologically, it always feels better if you're a pitcher to go ahead and attack the zone with the wind blowing in. If you can keep the ball in the big part of the ballpark, you feel like you have a fighting chance, even with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Go to the meet of order, make them put the ball in play.
Number 18, Tucker Barnhart.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Base is empty here with nobody out. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Popped him up. Plawecki waits on it. 1 out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ian Happ is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Count even at 2-2. And the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reynolds, well, range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Up next for the Cubs.
At the plate, Dansby Swanson, 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
2-1 the count. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
First baseman.
Digging in, Eric Hosmer. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Wayne Underwood is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Stepping in now, Patrick Wisdom. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Into the bleachers and out of here. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 13 for him on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. You guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Edwin Rios is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Here's another 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reynolds is on the move for it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. 9th inning coming up. The Cubs lead this one 13-6. Brad Boxberger comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Into the box now, number 65. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
That last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Lays off 2-2 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Grounder down the line at third. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone into the bleachers. May will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3.
A ball and no strikes. No outs, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Happ has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder.
At the plate, Ryan Reynolds. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Happ is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
The third baseman, number 13.
Settling in now, Ke'Bryan Hayes, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And a curveball in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And this one is gone. A home run. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Julian Merriweather gets the call here as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off. Standing in now, O'Neill Cruz. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The count now at 2-2. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting. Right
Striding in, Andrew McCutchen. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Merriweather has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
13-9 the final score in this ball game. Chicago led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Justin Steele wins his third of the season. Vince Velasquez allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 55 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.